Hello everyone and welcome back to Susa Plays. Time again to play GeoGuessr. And this is the 40th episode. So it's a little bit of a celebration, I think. There's the seed at least if you want to play along. And let's go. See if we can find something interesting. Well, a lot of smoke. Not that good of a camera. But we will struggle on. I would say we're in North America, US, most likely. And we will probably not have any means of finding out what state we're in because of the camera. So let's move on south here. See the cars or houses sort of look American here. Was that a cross on the mailbox? Pickup trucks on the lawns. There we go. Let's see if we can find another road where there might be a better camera. Do not pass. I will pass. Now, if we can find one of the more roads. This actually footage is from 2014 according to the watermark, so it's not that this is an old camera, it's just that sometimes they use, now it's 2015, I'm not sure, maybe that's just the copyright, it's not the date the footage was taken. Anyway, we're going backwards as usual. For some reason I have a tough time moving in the same direction the Google car was moving. Look at all these skid marks. People having to brake suddenly here. Is that because there's a lot of wildlife or because people are sleeping on the wheel? Railroad crossing. Very well. I can't read any signs, of course, but here's a river. A riverbed at least. But the river is awake now, so it's not in bed. Okay, no better camera in sight. What state would I say this was? I would guess perhaps over here, even though we're usually down here, but it could be either. We did see a cross, so we might be in this area. It's where we've seen the most churches in our previous episodes. Did I just get turned around? Not sure. But there's the red houses, but they can be anywhere, I've learned. Greenhouses. Well, if it's a greenhouse, it has to be in... Oh! I can see! It's a miracle! Franklin service. Thank you, Franklin. Okay, now tell us ABBA. Well, that's interesting. Tell us what state we're in. Where are we? Grizzly. For some reason that made me... New Orleans roast. Does that mean we're near New Orleans? We're in Louisiana? Or is that just some sort of brand of tobacco? Yeah, probably. That sounds like a decent guess. So we're not in New Orleans. But we could be. What's this say? I have 40 seconds. Okay, let's look around a little bit. All the cars. No. Why? Why do you have good footage for a small bit of road and then it goes back. Oh, what does that say? 45, and then under that it said something else. Meanwhile, city limits, end state maintenance. Please. It says begin state maintenance. Alright. Well, I'm gonna put us in Kentucky. There we go. I don't think we're in South State Football Champions. Well, maybe we should go to Louisiana. Oh, I should have. South State. Mississippi was the correct answer. New Orleans. Maybe I should have gone on that. Anyway, I thought that was just a brand of tobacco that was sold across everywhere. There's Meadville, Kirby, Hamburg, White Apple. Okay, well, 2,800, not terrible. New Orleans would have gotten us at least 3,500, I think. And I guess in center of Louisiana would almost have gotten us 4,000. So I hope those of you who played along made it to that sign and actually went with trusted the tobacco company there. Okay, what do we have here? A sign which we can't. La Domanda. It's an estate with beautiful lakeside. I don't know where that lake would be, but let's have a look. Over here. Can we read these signs or are they blurred out for everyone? Estancia Las Carnitas, hotel, restaurant, Roomba. I don't know. Okay, so there's a hotel and restaurant 5 kilometers down that road, but that one looks like such a small road, so I think we will be sticking to this one and hopefully finding some road markers. But it looks like they're speaking Spanish, perhaps Portuguese. There's a little bit of mountains. Lots of clouds, I suppose. That means there's tall mountains over in that directions. Bienvenidos a... welcome to somewhere. And you can't read what. This road looks... it's a bit windy for such a big paved road. Don't know if that means something. We're driving on the right side. Alright, will this bus tell us anything? It will tell us that they have reclining seats, or that they pack people on top of one another. I don't know. Oh, there was a flag, wasn't there? Am I hallucinating? That looked like a flag. Oh, it's just a sign on a post. Okay. La Cambreta village. I don't see any houses. I see some horses. 50 kilometers. Miles per hour. 50 miles per hour on this road. Could be. There's more. Penon Aguila de Montana. Well, I can tell if we're in Spain or in South America. This could be Mexico. This could be mainland Europe. The road looks very well kept. So I don't know. I guess I would have to guess Spain proper, not South America. There are hotels and things like that. Is this the hotel we were headed to? Penon del Aguila. Large signs. There's the house. More horses. A bus. Seems like a touristy area. even though this bus is just parked out in the field there. Okay, well, we're going into a cobblestone road here. That's unexpected. I guess we have arrived at our location here. Why is this road so windy? And there's a big group of people headed down to some touristy place. Sevenda. Okay, can we find a... I don't know. I would have liked the Balcones de Cubrecita. It's like a little mountain village here. 20 seconds. Well, I better make a guess then. I would guess... I have no clue actually. Here maybe? South coast but a little bit of mountains? Could we be up here maybe? North Barcelona? Oh, it was actually Argentina, so... right in the middle of Argentina. La Cumbrecita. Well, that was difficult. I didn't know this was a tourist region. Seemed to be... every sign we saw was about hotels and resorts. 8 points. Well, that's better than 0. Not much better than 0, but it's a little bit better than 0. Do not pass. Driving on the right. Yellow center line. We are back in the US. No parking. Do not pass. Well, we have some lakes. Some evergreens. Mountains. Maybe we could be in Canada. He has canoes or flotation devices on his car. There was a Hummer. 2 Hummers. So, well, what does that tell us? That we're in California. To report road hazard 503 for those of you who know your area codes. Welcome to Detroit. Really? Detroit, huh? Well, we have to be pretty far from the city of Detroit. I guess we could be heading there from Canada. Which way are we driving? We're driving southwest. We will be coming in from this direction if it's actual Detroit, but it is not. Obviously. It's some other Detroit. That's interesting. Breitenbush Ollie Lake. Maybe we're entering the city area of Detroit? Lodging, food. Next right. I mean, if we were actually headed towards Detroit... yeah, it's this some other Detroit. Could it be a Detroit in Canada? I sort of feel like this is Canada, but I don't know why. Maybe because we've gone for 2 minutes and not seen an American flag yet. Last gas till Sisters. Yeah, this is probably not the city of Detroit. That's not a flag. Okay, we have some actual city. Breitenbush, Elk Lane, Wally Lake. Idana, Bend, Mill City, and Salem. Salem. Where's Salem? I recognize that. The town of Salem. Isn't that a game? Where you try to frame someone else for the people you murder or something? I haven't played it. Salem. Spokane, Seattle. I get the feeling that we're in northern United States, or perhaps in Canada. Mill City, Salem, Detroit. Detroit region. Isn't Detroit a river? Detroit River? The city of Detroit is located on the Detroit River. Let's go on that for a bit. The Detroit River, where would that be? I have no idea. I'm gonna put us up, well, close to Detroit, because I think we're maybe over here in Canada, but still near Detroit. Probably not though. Salem. Isn't that New York? Why do I think Salem is in New York? North River, North Cape, West Canada Lake, and it's not in Canada. Well, that would have fooled anyone. Northville, Hofmeister. I can't find a Salem though. There's Clinton again. Amsterdam. Wasn't oh well, we were in Oregon, so there's Salem. Yeah, I knew there was a Salem somewhere. That was a rather large city. It's actually Salem, Oregon. Okay, and there's Detroit. Yeah, it was Detroit Lake. Of course. Why would you name? Why would you not name your towns and lakes after other places? It's not confusing at all. I mean, the only reason the United States exists is to troll people playing GeoGuessr, isn't it? Alright, let's go. Let's move on. And we're in the US again. North, something 16. Camera is, of course, really bad. And we're headed south at least. Thank you, compass. You are my only friend. Yeah, what does this say? Let's make up something. Dry and block days. Cape Berlin. Alright, we're in Cape Berlin, people. Pickup truck. Going backwards. Or it's us that's going backwards. The whole world is backwards. Is it me or is this camera even worse than the bad cameras we used to have? Probably because I was zoomed in. I could almost read that. Alright, maybe we can read this. It's a large sign at least. No, I think that says Ford. It's the Ford Motor Company. So I believe they're in Detroit. You could guess Detroit again. See if we get a better score than when we actually found a sign that said Detroit. Exxon. We saw Exxon when we were in. What was that? That was very recently. Maybe not. Maybe even in this episode. That was down here in Mississippi, right? We saw an Exxon station. I don't. This doesn't look like that. It looks more like maybe here. Colorado, maybe. I'm gonna put us there. Trust the geography more than the gas stations. Exxon might be nationwide. Oh, here we go. Happy days. Bismarck. Again, I recognize the name, but I can't place it. Okay, well, we have a large intersection here. What's this say? Let's not care. Green Valley, something camp. Okay, let's head up on this other road here, up here. Let's see if we can't find some road markers or tell us what If this is an interstate, maybe. He is driving some construction material. Glendive, Sydney. Exit 213 on the 16. Glendive, Sydney. What was that one? Bismarck. Bismarck. Glendive, Sydney, and Bismarck. How are you supposed to find anything? Alright, let's move further. There goes the camera. Let's get back on this interstate, or highway at least. That sign down there said something, but we can't go there. Konoko. Don't know what that is. We have water. We're on the Interstate 94 and interstate, yes. We're in the interstate. And here we are lodging. Alright, Interstate 94 near Glendive. 94. Alright, let's look for a blue and red road with the 94. That's 95. That's close. Let's put us here then. But so 95 goes all the way down the east coast. So where would the 94 then be? It would be originating at the same place, perhaps up north, near New York. 95, 93. So 94 should be somewhere around here, right? 95 goes all the way from Maine to Florida. But it's not that one, it's 94. Isn't the odd ones go east-west and the the even ones go east-west and the odd ones go north-south? There's some logic to this, but I'm not familiar with it. Alright, we were actually in Montana. Here's the 94. It goes all the way across the US. But it starts... Alright, it starts a little bit out of... I guess it starts in Milwaukee. Okay. So 93 and 95 are both over here, but the 94 is over here. So I don't know who numbers these things. There's Glendive. Let's see, where's... I can't see Bismarck. I thought that was a big city, but perhaps that's a big city somewhere else. Alright, we were in Montana. There's no Bismarck, Montana, is there? There has to be some Bismarck, Montana. What road were we started on? This one? Savage? Sydney? Crane? Fairview? Buford? Headed along this river? The Yellowstone River. Terry Sovis, Tennessee, Miles City. No, there's no Bismarck up here. Guess that was something else then. Anyway, 800 points. This is going to be a terrible round. We're not going to get to 10,000 even if we nail this one. We have a yellow center line. And, well, I don't see anything else. The camera is good. Some sort of hills, mountain region, lots of evergreens. Could we be in Canada this time? What's this say? 60. 60 what? Oh. 60 maximum. Okay, well, I get it. Here's the sign. Barnes River, West Side Road, Lagan Road. Church. French River, Barnes River. What sort of church is this? Is it a church? Looks like a church. This doesn't have lots of signs that tell us what church it is. Trampoline. Your pants are hanging outside your window. Cemetery. I'm not even gonna care about what the cemetery is called after that one that tricked me completely a few episodes back. We have more houses. This looks familiar somehow. Maybe we've been in this state before. But we've been in so many states I don't really know. Oh, well, this is apparently the state of Canada. So, well, that's a little bit helpful. French River, huh? Well, we didn't see the French text on the road signs. I think they would have that in this area. We could be, of course, over in New Brunswick. Or else we could be in one of these states over here. Let's see if we can find road, some larger Upper Barneys River and French River. Where would that be? There's no way we can find them. I don't even know where the rivers flow in Canada. I guess there would be some in this area. But I just said we weren't in this. Well, this is the French speaking region, right? So maybe over here then. I'm gonna put us near Winnipeg. And then move on a little bit. Driving on the right. We're actually driving forward for once. Barneys River, Rossfield Road. Not seeing any long distance markers. We have a lot of hills, not quite the mountains. Can we see that place? Yeah. See, here's the mountain areas. These are more hills. These Ontario hills. There's a lot of lakes there. And we haven't seen any lakes. But we heard about Weaver's Mountain, Barneys River, Ben an Figdehan. What's that supposed to be? Is that Welsh? Where's the Welsh region? I guess this is New Scotland, so it could be in Nova Scotia. Where's Barneys River? Where are you hiding? Barney. Okay, let's move to New Brunswick then. But there's hills here. I have no idea about how Canada is built up. Let's just stay in Manitoba. Alright, we should have moved to Nova Scotia. Also, New Glasgow. French River. James River. Where's Barneys River? There's Barneys River. Barneys River Station. Alright, so now we know. If we find rivers, we are in Nova Scotia. Antigonish. Well, I guess that little bit of Welsh or Scottish was a clue then. But we finish off a poor round with a bad score. And 5,200. I think everyone would have beaten me on this one. I don't think I had one single one that was okay. Kentucky, Louisiana, Oregon, I guessed Canada. Montana, I guessed, well, Massachusetts. And then we have Nova Scotia, I guessed Manitoba. And then of course Argentina when I guessed Spain. So I sort of fell in every trap. I don't think you can get a worse score if you're actually trying to get a good score. To get worse score than this, you probably have to try to get a bad score and sort of guess the middle of the Pacific every time. So yeah, I guess that's a new low for us. Let's celebrate our 40th episode with a really poor performance. I hope you enjoyed the episode, and thank you very much for watching. And I hope I'll see you next time. Until then, goodbye and take care.